Welcome into Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. It's the Packers and the Bears. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Packers and the Bears. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Evil Dead's got the Bears -3. The Bears can pull into a tie for first place with Tampa Bay in the NFC Central with a win today. And the Bears will get the ball first. Back of the end zone, touchback. And the Bears will have it at the 25-yard line. Chicago, led by their starting quarterback, Jason Plunkett, in his 7th year out of USC. Not only will Chicago tie Tampa Bay for first, Chicago will clinch at least a wild card with a win today. If the Bears were to lose, then Tampa Bay will win the NFC Central. They would have the necessary tiebreakers. But we're kind of hoping Chicago wins because that will set up a Tampa Bay-Chicago showdown in Week 16. Winner take all. Plunkett in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Plunkett back. Throws downfield. Chris Weaver's incomplete. Yeah, every time somebody has something to play for, they lose, I've noticed. Here's the Bears offense. Up front, Karimi, Scott, Brown, Sherman, and Kaiser. And then it's Seacrest, Kirkwood, McNeil, Wallster, and Dominique. We saw it last night with Pittsburgh. They got nailed by the Browns. And the Buccaneers, they could have wrapped everything up yesterday, but no, they lost to the Falcons, the worst team in the NFC. Any given Sunday-itis. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Packers jump. And that will make it 2nd and 5. Yep, the Falcons of all teams. Incredibly, they lost. Tampa Bay lost last night 24-20. And Tampa Bay had not one but 2 chances at the end of the game to win it. And on 4th down both times, they came up empty. These two teams played earlier in the year. I'm looking for the times they played before. I'll find it. 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Quality, that's right. Plunkett hands off to McNeil. And McNeil gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Let's take a look at the Packers defense. They play a 3-4. Claywell, Brown, and Doris up front. Linebackers, Owens, Harris, Spencer, and Moulton. And the secondary for the Packers, Young, Palmer, Hughes, and Saxon. Still looking for the first time these two teams played. I'll find it. On 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Plunkett drops back. Looking, throws downfield. Caught by Palmer. All the way out to the 44-yard line. A 14-yard gain. First down, Bears. These two teams played back in Week 9 in Green Bay, and the Bears won that game 31-17. Bears looking for the season sweep. The Packers at 4-10. They've been eliminated from the playoffs. It'll be 1st and 10 Bears from their own 44-yard line. Not a bad day in Chicago, all things considered. Overcast skies, about 41 degrees. Plunkett And he gets sacked back at the 36-yard line. Andy Doris on the tackle, an 8-yard loss. It'll bring up 2nd and 18. Doris in his 8th year out of Wisconsin. The former Texan, the former Bengal, Andy Doris, now in his first year with the Packers. Plunkett kind of landed awkwardly there. Now, if the Bears lose, like I said, then Tampa Bay becomes the NFC Central champion. Tampa Bay will kind of back in as the division champ. Tampa Bay would have a 1-game lead, and they'd have the tiebreaker over the Bears, regardless of what happens next week. On 2nd and 18, McNeil gets out to the 39-yard line. Again at 4 yards. Jackson Hughes on the tackle, the 3rd-year safety out of Georgia, and that'll bring up 3rd and 14 for Chicago. Bears come out. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett draws back, throws downfield, caught by Wallster, the tight end, down to the Packer 39-yard line. A 22-yard gain to Troy Wallster. First down, Chicago. Wallster in his 12th year out of Army. One of my Army guys. This game here is the last of the early afternoon games for Week 15. We'll have the late afternoon games starting next. Seattle at Kansas City is our next game. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett play action looking. Throws downfield, caught by Wallstra, and he's out of bounds at the 2-yard line. A 37-yard strike to Troy Wallstra, down to the 2. In Chicago, not messing around early. They're like, let's take care of business. Moving the ball downfield. And they have it 1st and goal at the Packer 2. I'm still shocked at how quickly the Packers fell apart. They were 3-13 last season with the best record in the league. And now they're 4-10 one season later. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett under center. Plunkett looking. Plunkett rolls out in trouble. Needs to throw it away. He gets sacked. Back at the 11-yard line. A 9-yard sack. Charles Moulton, the 5th-year linebacker out of Boise State. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 11. Of course, the Packers, even though they're 4-10, they still have the talent to beat you. They're probably the best 4-10 team I've ever seen, talent-wise. All 4 games today have playoff implications, so that makes things nice. In the offset eye on 2nd and goal. Plunkett to McNeil around the outside, and McNeil turns back inside and ends up, when it's all said and done, no gain. On the tackle, Antonio Spencer, the linebacker, in his 3rd year out of Texas. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Bears at the 11-yard line. Bears come out, 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett under center. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett looking, throws to Kirkwood. He's going to be tackled at the 9, just a 2-yard gain. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal at the 9-yard line. Gary Kirkwood, the fullback, in his 3rd year out of Pittsburgh. Actually, he's a running back, not a fullback. It'll be 4th and goal from the 9. This will be a 26-yard field goal attempt by Zach Jones to get the Bears on the board first. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Bears lead at 3-0. 3:42 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Hopefully more of the masses come in later. We didn't have much viewership last night. It was a Friday night. Saturday tends to be better. Later tonight we'll have Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Flyers and the Avalanche. That series is now tied at 2 apiece. Avalanche won last night 6-3. There's the kick. Fielded by Smith at the 4-yard line over the 20-25. And on the return, Jamison Smith, the third-year back out of Texas A&M. Green Bay led by their starting quarterback, Mark Emden, in his 14th year out of Florida. The Florida Gator. Bears up 3-0. This will be Green Bay's opening drive of the game. 3:38 left here in the first quarter. On an overcast day in Chicago. On the banks of Lake Michigan. Four receivers set wide. Emden under center. Emden hands off to DJ Burke up the middle, and Burke, a nice run. Still on his feet, down to the 47-yard line. A 20-yard run by DJ Burke, the fifth-year back out of Georgia. The Georgia Bulldog. First down, Packers at their own 47-yard line. Tell you what, if the Packers upset the Bears here, it's going to open up the wild card in the NFC big time. All these upsets are playing havoc with the playoff picture, keeping a lot of teams alive. First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Packers come out in the I formation. Emden fakes the handoff. Emden rolls out. He's going to take off across midfield to the Chicago 46-yard line. A 7-yard, make it 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 2. A quadruple header today. 4 games. We'll take a short break between games 2 and 3 so I can eat something, and then we'll come back. 2nd and 2 from the 46. Emden to Burke up the middle, and DJ Burke to the Bear 40-yard line. A gain of 6 yards and a Packer first down. Green Bay on the move. Bears up 3-0. 2.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 Green Bay from the Chicago 40-yard line. In the offset eye. Emden drops back. Emden throws to the near side. Caught by Covington. Escapes the tackle. Covington inside the 10. Covington down to the 3-yard line. A 37-yard catch and run by Adam Covington, the 8th-year receiver out of Kentucky. Finally tackling him down, Cam Norris, number 29, the 4th-year defensive back out of Buffalo. 1st and goal, Green Bay at the Chicago 3-yard line. Packers would love to upset their arch rivals, the Bears, here. It would give the division title to Tampa Bay. However, because Tampa Bay lost last night, they're not guaranteed the number 2 seed. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Emden back, throws inside to Griner. Touchdown, Packers. Greg Griner, the 4th-year tight end out of Army. A 3-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers take a 6-3 lead. I tell you what, Evil Dead, if you know that a team can clinch something, bet against them. That's the way it's been going. Except for the Saints the other night, but they made it close. Griffey for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Green Bay leads it 7-3. A minute 49 left to play here in the first quarter, here at Soldier Field in Chicago. Yeah, the Saints, all they had to do was beat the 49ers the other night, and that game went to overtime. And the Saints had to come back from behind twice in that game. They made it difficult, but they did pull it up. So the Packers take a 7-3 lead. We're still early yet. A minute 49 left in the first quarter. And now the Bears will get it for the second time. Griffey will kick off. Fielded by McNeil in the back of the end zone. Touchback. I believe there is a wind going from left to right. I was looking at the weather conditions. It's a bit windy here. Jason Plunkett comes out to lead the Bears offense with a minute 49 left to play here in the first quarter. Bears going against the wind right now. Chicago comes out. Chicago, the defending Super Bowl champions, I might add. Plunkett under center. Plunkett fakes the handoff. Rolls out, throws downfield deep, and the ball hung up. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Mark Young had a chance to pick it off. The third-year defensive back out of Rice, he couldn't come down with it. That'll be 2nd and 10. The ball hung up. They're going against the wind. The wind is blowing from left to right. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Bears with three backs in the backfield. Plunkett in the gun. And now Testerman in motion. Plunkett to McNeil. And McNeil goes nowhere. A loss of 4 yards. On the tackle, David Harris, the 12th-year linebacker out of Michigan. It'll be 3rd and 14. The way this week is going, where the team that can clinch something is always losing, that Miami Jet game, that might end in a tie. Even though we don't have ties. 3rd and 14 from the 21-yard line. Plunkett in the gun. Dominique in motion. Plunkett back. Throws down the near sideline. Caught by Wallstrom. All the way down to the 49 of Green Bay. A 29-yard catch. Make it a 30-yard catch, actually. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. And the Bears have it at the Green Bay 49-yard line. Packers up 7-3. Green Bay has been eliminated. They're just playing for pride. Trying to be a spoiler. The Bears clinch at least a wild card with a win today. Plunkett in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Plunkett back. Throws downfield, caught by Dominique. Out to the 31-yard line, an 18-yard gain to Alex Dominique, the 6th-year receiver out of Bethune-Cookman. He's been a good one, Dominique. First down, the Bears to the Packer 31-yard line. This might be the last play of the quarter. 20 seconds. 1st and 10 for the Packer 31. Plunkett, play action. Looking, throws, incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 7 seconds left. Looking for Wallster once again, the tight end. And now, this should be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 10 from the Packer 31-yard line. Plunkett takes the snap, looking, throws underneath to Dominique. Down to the 26, and that's the end of the first quarter. Packers up 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. Packers and the Bears. Packers lead at 7-3, trying to get the upset. The Bears clinch a playoff spot with a win, and they'll be tied with Tampa Bay for first place in the NFC Central with a win. 5 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Empty backfield, Plunkett back, throws underneath the Wallster again. That's his go-to guy, Troy Wallster, down to the 8-yard line. An 18-yard gain, first down, the Bears. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead here in Chicago. Evil Dead has got the Bears winning. He predicted the Bears to win. We've just had so many upsets, though, so far this week. It's been unreal. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett hands off to McNeil up the middle. And Leon McNeil down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 4 yards will be 2nd and goal. On the tackle, number 28, Jackson Hughes, the free safety. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Chicago trying to retake the lead. Bears come out. Got Gillespie in motion. Plunkett to McNeil. And the Packers are right there. They read that one all the way. A 6-yard loss back to the 10-yard line. Making the tackle, number 51, Antonio Spencer, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Texas. Boy, the Packers, they swarmed on that one. They knew, it's almost like they knew exactly what was going to happen. They read that one pretty good. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. They spread the receivers out. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back, looking, Plunkett steps up, throws outside to McNeil, and he's going to be short big time. He only gains 2 yards. It'll be 4th and goal. And the Packers defense makes the stop, and the Bears are going to have to settle for a field goal. It'll make it a 1-point game. Packers defense coming up big in the red zone. It's almost like every time a team has something to play for, there's like, they get lax. Zach Jones will come out. 25-yard attempt. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Packers still lead it though, 7-6, with 6:09 left to play here in the first half. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. Where's the game that matters? Misty's at work. Gracie's still here. She goes to work later. Misty will come back and pick her up and take her to work. So I'm all alone. Gracie's in the other room. Zach Wetzel will kick off. Fielded by Smith. He takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. And the Packers will have it at the 25-yard line. Up 7-6. So Mark Emden comes back out to lead the offense. Emden in his 14th year. He spent 2 years with the Cardinals, back when I was using the Cardinals. And now in his 12th year with the Packers. In those 12 years, he's taken the Packers to 3 Super Bowls and has won 2 of them. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Emden hands off to DJ Burke. And Burke gets a yard to the 26-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Corey Walters on the tackle, the 7th-year linebacker out of Tulsa. On 2nd down. Packers come out in the I formation. Emden to Burke. And Burke out to the 32-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6, so bring up 3rd and 3. .5:25 and counting here in the first half. Packers with a 1-point lead. It'll be 3rd and 3. Green Bay comes out. Emden under center. Emden fakes the handoff. Emden rolls out. He's going to take off, and he's got the first down. Nobody there. He gets out to the 45-yard line. A 13-yard run by Mark Emden. And a Green Bay first down. David Harrelson finally made the tackle. The 6th-year safety out of Oregon State. Also getting in on the tackle, number 55, Taylor Stewart, the rookie out of UNLV. 1st and 10, Green Bay for the 45-yard line. Their own 45. Emden takes the snap, hands off to Burke, and Burke gets 2 yards to the 47. Parker Littleton on the tackle, number 54. Littleton, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Indiana. 4:25 left in the first half. An overcast day in Chicago. The last of the 1 o'clock games. Emden in the shotgun. Emden hands off to Burke again, and DJ Burke very close. Down to the 45 of Chicago. It'll be 3rd and 1. A gain of 7 yards. Burke's had a pretty good first half. He's at 43 rushing yards already. 3rd and 1 for Green Bay at the Chicago 45. Emden in the shotgun. Emden to Smith, and Smith plows forward, and I think he's got the first down. He does. A 1-yard gain, maybe a half-yard gain. They still have it at the 45-yard line. He got enough. First down, Green Bay. And that's the other Smith, C.J. Smith. They have 2 Smith, Jamison Smith and C.J. Smith. C.J. in his 2nd year out of USC. 1st and 10 Packers from the Chicago 45. 4 receivers set wide. Emden hands off to Smith again, and Smith down to the Bear 39, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. On the tackle, number 26, Andres Walters, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Maryland. To bring up 2nd and 4. Packers have another nice drive going on here. Green Bay will finish their season next week at home against the 49ers. On 2nd and 4, Emden back. Throws the screen pass to Smith down the sideline. Another first down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6. First down, Packers. Two and a half minutes left here in the first half. Green Bay with a 7-6 lead. I'm really hoping the Bears can come back and win this. I want that Tampa Bay Chicago game to be for the division championship. In the offset eye, Emden fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws to Covington down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 17 yards and a Packer first down. Adam Covington in his 8th year out of Kentucky. And we've hit the 2-minute warning with the Packers up 7-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 15. The 4-10 Packers, the 8-6 Bears. But the Packers have kind of dominated the first half, trying to upset the Bears. First and 10 from the Bears' 16-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Emden back. Throws outside to Kirkwood. Out to the 7-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Vince Kirkwood, the second-year receiver out of Oklahoma State. Clock is running. 1:40 and counting. Here in the first half. Emden in the shotgun with a back on either side. Emden back. Emden rolls out. And he's going to take off. Slides down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 1st and goal Packers at the Bear 4. A little bit of sunshine getting through here, casting an eerie glow on the players down on the field. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Coming up on a minute left here in the half. Emden under center. Emden drops back. Throws outside to Burke. Touchdown, Packers. A 4-yard touchdown reception by DJ Burke. And the Packers go up 13-6. Well, I tell you what, Evil Dead, in the next game, both teams are Seattle, Kansas City, they both need to win. So that really won't apply. But the game after that, Cincinnati and Denver, you better put your money on Denver if this trend continues. Griffey will come on for the extra point. The 11th year kicker out of Army. One of my Army guys, James Griffey. The kick is up. And it's good. Packers lead it 14-6. 57 seconds left here in the first half. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. And the surprising Packers lead it by 8. Chicago, 57 seconds and 3 timeouts. Let's see what they can do before halftime. If the Bears lose, Tampa Bay wins the division. However, if the Bears come back and win, that sets up a winner-take-all game next week. There's the kick. Fielded by Washington at the 8-yard line, over the 30. And Washington out to the 38-yard line. Kerry Washington, the rookie out of Colorado. Some first half highlights. Wallstra, a big catch. And Wallstra, a big catch. You get the idea. However, the Bears are down by 8. 52 seconds left in the half. 1st and 10, Chicago from their own 38. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Throws. Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. 50 seconds on the clock. He was looking for Wallstrom once again. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bears at their own 38-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Throws underneath. Incomplete. Broken up by number 28 for the Packers, Jackson Hughes. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. 46 seconds left here in the first half. Plunkett in the shotgun. Looking downfield, throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. It was broken up by David Harris, the 12th-year linebacker out of Michigan, the former Jet. That'll bring up 4th and 10. Chicago will punt. Zach Wetzel back to punt, gets the punt away. And that will be down at the 1-yard line. Nice punt by Wetzel, the 4th-year punter out of Arkansas. Puts it right down at the 1-yard line. So the Packers now, they got to watch out for the safety. Bears would love to get the safety before halftime. "35 seconds left here in the first half. Packers up 14-6. Have it 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line. Emden hands off to Burke, and Burke a little running room. And Burke, wow, all the way out to the 13-yard line. A 12-yard run by DJ Burke. First down, Packers out to the 13. Green Bay may be content to run out the clock and go into the halftime break up 14-6. It's been a Packer dominated for the most part first half. They'll probably, let's see if they get the playoff in time. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. We've hit halftime. Your halftime score, Green Bay 14, Chicago 6. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. A game that means everything to the Bears, absolutely nothing to the Packers. But the Packers lead it 14-6. Chicago can clinch a wild card berth with a win, and Chicago can move into a tie for first place in the NFC Central with Tampa Bay with a win. And Tampa Bay plays at Chicago next week to end the regular season. That'd be for the division championship. Green Bay at 4-10. They've been eliminated. Just playing for pride. And the Packers up by 8. And they'll get the ball first here in the second half. Wetzel will kick off. Fielded by Porter in the end zone. He'll take a knee. There is a pretty stiff wind going from left to right if you're just joining us. The passes being thrown to the left have been affected. We've seen that already. 1st and 10 Green Bay from their own 25-yard line. Up 14-6. We've got the Seahawks and the Chiefs from Kansas City up next. And then we'll have the Bengals and the Broncos. And then we'll have the Cowboys and the 49ers. A quadruple header here this afternoon. 1st and 10 from the 25. Emden throws to the near side, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. He was looking for Matt Sullivan, the tight end, the rookie out of Jacksonville State. Emden in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Emden hands off to Burke, and DJ Burke out to the 30-yard line, a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Parker Littleton on the tackle, the linebacker. So a big 3rd down here, especially for Chicago. The Bears would love to get a stop and get back in this game. On 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the gun. Emden back. Throws downfield, incomplete. The Packers go 3 and out. And the Bears will get it back, down by 8. The Bears defense forces a 3 and out. Brett Kern back to punt for the Packers. Gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 30-yard line by Leon McNeil, the running back. 1st and 10 Bears. They'll have it at their own 30. Jason Plunkett comes back out. His numbers on the day so far. .7:20 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. All right, Evil Dead, here's where the Bears come back. You watch. I'm hoping. I really want that game next week. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Plunkett, 3-step drop. Throws, gets it out to Dominique. Out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 12. To Alex Dominique. 1st down, Chicago. If the Bears win the game, that Tampa Bay Chicago game, we're going to go ahead and flex it right now if they win the game. I was looking at the schedule for next week, and that would be the only scenario where you have 2 teams fighting each other for the division championship. 1st and 10 from the 42. Plunkett to McNeil, and McNeil gets a yard out to the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. David Harris on the tackle, the linebacker. 6:35 and counting. Looking at week 16, I was looking at the schedule earlier. There's only 2 games of the 14 games that would not have any playoff implications, so that's pretty good. On 2nd and 9, Plunkett to McNeil up the middle, and McNeil to the 45. Just a gain of a yard. Bryson Claywell, the 5th-year defensive end out of California, on the tackle. So a big 3rd down for the Bears coming up, 3rd and 8 at their own 45. 5 receivers wide for the Bears. Plunkett in the shotgun, empty backfield. Plunkett back, Throws. It is picked off. The Packers pick it off. That's Young. Mark Young down the sideline. Finally out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Plunkett makes the tackle. Oh boy. Yep, you threw a pick. Mark Young, the third-year defensive back out of Rice, picks it off at the Green Bay 48 and brings it all the way back to the 18-yard line. A 34-yard return. And now Green Bay in field goal range. They can make it a two-possession game. Wow, what is going on this week? I thought for sure Pittsburgh would kill Cleveland. Didn't happen. I thought for sure the Bucs would kill Tampa Bay. Didn't happen. And I thought for sure the Bears would beat the Packers. So far, not happening. Packers in the I formation on 1st and 10. Emden hands off to Burke. And DJ Burke down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 1 will be 2nd and 9. I thought for sure Detroit would beat Buffalo. Didn't happen the other day. Second and 9 from the 17-yard line. Emden hands off to Burke again. And Burke makes his way down to the 12. A gain of 5 yards will be 3rd and 4. On the tackle, Ken Elliott, the rookie out of Colorado, the linebacker. I thought for sure the Rams would beat the Eagles. The Eagles beat them 30-0. Rams could have locked up a wild card, but no. 3rd and 4 in the offset eye. Emden looking. Emden throws to Covington. Is he in? Yes, touchdown. Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown catch by Adam Covington. And the Packer dominance continues at the expense of the Bears. It's almost like Chicago thought Green Bay was going to roll over for them. Not happening. And the Packers go up 20-6. And now James Griffey for the extra point. And the kick is blocked. The Bears block the extra point. Well, that could be huge down the road. Instead of a 15-point lead, the Packers now have a 14-point lead. Reggie Rucker, the defensive back, in his 4th year out of Oklahoma State, blocked the extra point. So it's a 14-point lead for the Packers. On the surface, that doesn't sound significant, but it is. Now, Chicago, if they come back, they don't need a 2-point conversion. It's a big if, but it's out there. Griffey will kick off. Fielded by Washington at the 7-yard line over the 20, 25, and carry Washington out to the 30-yard line. That's where Chicago will have it. 1st and 10. Jason Plunkett. Those stats are obviously wrong. Ignore those. That's a typo in the game. Never said 19 was a perfect game. I just showed you right there it's not. However, it's a darn good one. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett drops back. Throws downfield. It's nearly picked off again. Broken up by Robert Saxon, the 11th year defensive back out of Indiana. The former Saint, Robert Saxon. Saxon spent 10 years with the Saints, now in his 1st year with the Packers. Chris Weaver's the intended receiver. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Chicago at their own 30-yard line. 4:35 left to play here in the third quarter. Still plenty of time for the Bears. They got to get their offense in gear. Plunkett in the shotgun. 4 receivers wide. Plunkett back. Throws to Seacrest. Out to the 34-yard line. Again of 4 yards for Robert Seacrest, the 5th-year receiver out of Memphis. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the third. We'll bring up 3rd and 6. Four receivers spread wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. David Harris, the linebacker, knocks it down. It looks like it was intended for Dominique. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Chicago is going to have to punt again with 4:04 left here in the third. Zach Wetzel will come in to punt. Let's see if he can pin the Packers deep again. He's punting with the wind. Wetzel gets the punt away. Nice punt. Too far into the end zone. Touchback. The Packers will get it at the 20-yard line with 3:58 left here in the third quarter. DJ Burke has had a pretty good day for Green Bay. If the Bears lose, Tampa Bay wins the NFC Central. And next game becomes pretty much meaningless, except for seeding, possibly. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Emden under center. Sullivan in motion. Emden to Burke, and Burke escapes a tackle, and he's got the first down. What a run by Burke, 16 yards. It looked like he was going to be hit behind the line. Breaks that tackle and gets a first down. Talk about getting something out of nothing. 1st and 10 Packers at their own 36. Packers come out. Emden in the shotgun. Emden fakes the handoff. Throws. Gets it to Covington down the sideline. And finally Gary Fensick makes the tackle at the 18-yard line. Oh my goodness. That's a 46-yard gain by Adam Covington, and he's had a big day. The 8th-year receiver out of Kentucky. Gary Fensick on the tackle, number 45. The 8th-year safety out of California. We're coming up on 3 minutes left now in the third quarter. Green Bay looking to make it a 3-score game. They come out in the offset eye. They're already in field goal range. Emden looking, rolls out, throws back across to Burke. And Burke makes his way down, back to the line of scrimmage. No game when it's all said and done. Parker Littleton on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10. A stunning upset. There's been many so far this week. I can't keep up. Second and 10 from the 18-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the shotgun on 2nd down. Emden looking, throws inside to Griner. And Griner to the 13, a gain of 5. Greg Griner, the tight end in his 4th year out of Army. One of my Army guys. Greg Griner was an Apache pilot in Desert Storm. Good friend of mine. He now lives up in the Seattle area. Fort Lewis was his last duty assignment. 3rd and 5 from the 13-yard line. Emden back, looking, throws to Griner down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 11. Another Packer first down. First and goal from the 2. It's funny the things you remember about people. The thing I remember about Greg the most was that he was a hell of a dart player. We go to the base clubs and they have dart tournaments and he would win almost every time. First and goal from the 2-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Emden under center. Emden looking. Emden in trouble. Rolls out. Dumps it off. Just throws it away. And a timeout has been called. Who called timeout? We're in the third quarter. Why would they call timeout? Well, they didn't take a timeoff off the board, so I guess no timeout. 5 receivers wide on second and goal from the 2-yard line. Emden in the shotgun. Emden, it's an injury timeout. Incomplete. I didn't see that Emden got injured. Tyler Gardner's in there now, the rookie out of Baylor. So Mark Emden got injured on that previous play. I missed that. And now Green Bay wants to challenge Tyler Gardner, the rookie out of Baylor. No, he was out of bounds. Covington was well out of bounds. So an interesting development. Emden is injured for the Green Bay Packers. And now the rookie quarterback, Tyler Gardner's in there. And his backup is also a rookie. Ruling on the field stands incomplete. There'll be third and goal from the 2-yard line. I was wondering why there was a timeout flashed up there. It's because of the injury. A minute 20 left here in the third quarter. It'll be third and goal for the Packers at the Chicago 2-yard line. Gardner, the new quarterback for the Packers, now in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Burke, and Burke does not get there. It'll be fourth and goal. Henry Wacher on the tackle, number 70, in his 7th year out of Ole Miss. It'll be fourth and goal from the 3-yard line. Well, this would give Green Bay a 17-point lead if they make this field goal, and it's a chip shot. This will be a 20-yard attempt by James Griffey to put the Packers up by 17. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Packers lead it 23-6. The Boo Birds come down in Chicago. And rightfully so. The Bears have played like crap. "50 seconds left to play here in the third, and the Bears are now down by 3 possessions. It's going to be hard for them to come back. Griffey will tee it up. He'll kick off for Green Bay. Kicking against the wind. There's the kickoff. Fielded by McNeil at the 5-yard line over the 20, 25, 30. And McNeil out to the 34-yard line. Leon McNeil, not a bad return. First down, Chicago. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. They're down by 17. Can the Bears come back? I'm praying to the football gods that they do. Well, we saw Tampa Bay come back against the Packers in a similar situation a couple of weeks ago. Can the Bears do the same? 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun on 1st and 10. Plunkett hands off to McNeil. And McNeil makes his way out to the 39, a gain of 5. Making a gain of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4. Jackson Hughes, the safety on the tackle. We've got Seattle at Kansas City up next. Then we'll have Cincinnati at Denver and Dallas at San Francisco. On 2nd and 4, Plunkett in the gun. 4 receivers wide. Plunkett back. Plunkett looking in trouble. Hughes comes in and gets the sack on the safety blitz. Jackson Hughes. And that's going to be an 11-yard sack back to the 29-yard line. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Packers up 23-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, Week 15. Here at Jammin' Sports. The Packers and the Bears. The Bears have everything to play for, and they're laying an egg. Green Bay leads it 23-6 as we start the 4th quarter, a 17-point lead. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Bears. The Bears can clinch a playoff spot with a win and force a battle for first place next week with Tampa Bay. Plunkett, 3-step drop, throws underneath to Weavers, and Chris Weavers out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 12 yards. It'll be 4th and 3. At this point in the game, Chicago has to go for it. I'm pretty sure they will. Yep. Down by 17 with 7.5 minutes left. Plunkett under center. Plunkett to McNeil, and he doesn't get there. The Packers are right there. On the tackle, Gilbert Brown, the 10th-year defensive tackle out of Boston College. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Packers will take over at the Chicago 41-yard line. Wow. It was like the 4th game this week where a team that has everything to gain has laid an egg. There's something in the water going on here in Week 15. The Packers take over at the Chicago 41-yard line. The Seahawks and the Chiefs are up next. Both those teams have everything to gain as they're trying to keep the Browns away. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Emden under center. Emden to Burke, and DJ Burke makes his way out to the 39-yard line. Parker Littleton on the tackle, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Now the Bears are going to have to win next week to clinch a playoff spot. Burke around the outside. DJ Burke down to the 26-yard line. There is a scenario where the Bears don't get in. In order for the Bears not to get in, they would have to lose this game, which they're doing. Lose to Tampa Bay next week. Dallas beats the Giants, and Philadelphia beats the Redskins. If all that happens, the Bears are out. In the I formation, Emden to Burke, and Burke down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 yards, be 2nd and 5. Making the tackle, number 59, Ken Elliott, the linebacker. 5:27 and counting. Packers come out in the I formation. Emden to Burke, and Burke to the 18-yard line. Littleton on the tackle again. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 2. Green Bay in field goal range, up by 17. And it's not Emden. I keep calling it Emden. It's Gardner. The backup is still in there. Tyler Gardner. Actually, Emden's now back in. All right. Emden returns and throws an incompletion. It'll bring up 4th down. This will be a 35-yard field goal attempt by James Griffey to put the Packers up by 20. Gardner to hold. The kick is up, and it's good. It's a 20-point Packer lead with 4:45 remaining. Well, Chicago, you got to wait till next week. Now, the Bears cannot win the division. Their loss here today gives the division to Tampa Bay. However, the Bears can still clinch a wild card if they beat Tampa Bay next week. There's still a lot to play for both teams next week. The Bears a playoff spot, Tampa Bay the number 2 seed. Griffey will kick off. Fielded by McNeil. He'll take a knee. Touchback. The Bears will have it at the 25-yard line. 4:45 left to play. Packers up 26-6. Seahawks and the Chiefs up next. The Bengals and the Broncos after that. The Cowboys and the 49ers after that. A quadruple hitter. Then we'll have hockey later on tonight. 1st and 10 from the 25. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett looking. Throws to the near side. Incomplete. Receivers out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10. Troy Wallstroh, the intended receiver, was out of bounds. On 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. McNeil in motion. Plunkett looking. Throws underneath to Weavers. And Weavers gets 5 yards out to the 30-yard line. Chris Weavers, the 7th-year receiver, the 2nd-year receiver out of Florida. A gain of 5, it'll be 3rd and 5. Time running out, though. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Green Bay up by 20. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett back. Plunkett looking. Throws to Dominique. Out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 yards and a Chicago first down. Alex Dominique. Under 4 minutes to play. Green Bay next week will host San Francisco to finish up their regular season. The Bears will host Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett draws back. Throws. Dumps it off to Weavers. And Weavers out to the 44 of Green Bay. A 16-yard gain. Another Bears first down. 3.5 minutes. The Bears are simply running out of time. They don't have enough time to come back. Down 26-6. Seahawks and Chiefs up next. We'll be at Arrowhead for that one. 1st and 10. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett throws outside to McNeil, down the sideline, and McNeil down to the 36, a gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. 3 minutes left. Clock is running. This game is basically over. It's just a matter of what the final score is going to be. This Chicago loss also gives new life to Detroit. On 2nd and 2, Plunkett gets sacked back at the 45-yard line. Andy Doris on the sack. A loss of 9 yards to be 3rd and 11 back at the 45. 2:29 remaining. And this is really going to open the wild card gates in the NFC coming into the last week of the season. This loss by the Bears helps Detroit. It helps Philadelphia. It helps San Francisco. On 3rd and 11, Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett to McNeil, and Leon McNeil out to the 41-yard line. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Packers up 26-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Back here at Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. A major upset as the Packers lead the Bears 26-6. The Packers were eliminated a couple of weeks ago. They come in at 4-10. They'll be 5-10. They'll still be eliminated. Nothing will change that. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett back, throws downfield, the flag is down, it's picked off. Marcus Robinson, the 13th year defensive back out of Stanford, picks it off. Holding on the Bears, the Packers will decline that. Going to be 1st down for the Packers at the 14-yard line. That's ball game. They're up by 20. I doubt the Bears will take a timeout. They know they can't win it. Got to hand it to Green Bay. Nothing to play for, and they played tough. Emden to Burke. And DJ Burke weaving his way out to the 23-yard line, a gain of 9. Neither team taking a timeout. A shocker that's opening up a lot of playoff possibilities now in the NFC. Seattle at Kansas City next. We're coming up on a minute left. Emden to Burke around the outside, and Burke down to the 24. It'll be 3rd and inches. Parker Littleton on the tackle. Another big game coming up that has playoff possibilities. Seattle and Kansas City. 30 seconds left. Burke up the middle. And Burke out to the 28, again of 4 yards. It'll be another 1st down for Green Bay. And it doesn't look like either team's taking a timeout. So if that's the case, they don't have to run another play. The Packers will go to 5-10. The Bears will drop to 8-7. And now the Bears have to win next week, or they could be eliminated, depending on what else happens. Your final score: Green Bay 26, Chicago 6. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Seahawks and Chiefs up next. We'll see you then.